YouTube has always had creepy corners, but this is different. A video said to be 140 years old, binary titles, black screens. Viewers claim they felt different after watching.
After listening to these videos, I can start to do math in my head.
And now this mystery refuses to stay buried. Stay with me, this gets dark. Now there's a bunch of crazy stuff on the internet, but people went wild when a strange video dropped on YouTube a few weeks ago with the title of a question mark icon. Its runtime is 140 years, according to the listing. Uploaded by a North Korean user, which just makes it even weirder. It's already racked up over 4 million views, even though there's literally nothing happening in it. The video itself is actually just 12 hours long, still shocking, and the screen is completely black with no sound. What got people talking was the cryptic code in the description. Google Translate couldn't crack it, so I ran it through GPT, and it translated to this. And it's deeply disturbing and makes things even more mysterious. Some think it's a message for a secret cult. Others believe it's coded info the uploader couldn't share openly. Maybe a warning about an incoming event. Either way, how someone managed to upload this is insane. Plague signal. There's another video uploaded by a channel called AETBX that's just as creepy. Maybe even more, and it has a crazy 9 million views. Unlike the first, this one's only 2 minutes, but it's no less unsettling. The title is a strange binary code, supposedly hiding a disturbing meaning. The clip shows a man in a plague doctor costume, with twisted electronic sounds echoing in the background. People are convinced it's tied to secret cults or cryptic agency messages. Some notice the G symbol in the background, linking it to Freemasonry, while others claim the flashing in his hand is Morse code. A few viewers even reported paranormal activity after watching, and yet, some say it's just art. So, what do you think? Satanic stare. Okay, disclaimer, if you want a good night's sleep, skip this one. Uploaded back in 2020, it's titled with 6 repeated 9 times. The video shows a creepy mannequin staring dead into the camera, surrounded by distorted, almost human-like sounds. Then it leans over a bowl, fire blazing behind it, before sitting back up with wide, horrified eyes. The whole thing is unnervingly surreal. People immediately linked it to satanic symbolism. The number 6 is known as the number of the beast, tied to evil and corruption. Many viewers believe it's a cult video, specifically designed to curse anyone who watches it. Truly, one of the creepiest things online. Cryptic cases. A couple of years ago, a strange YouTube channel appeared, posting bizarre videos with distorted visuals, unsettling sounds, and even creepier titles. At first, viewers thought these were cryptic cult messages or some kind of horror content. But hardcore mystery fans dug deeper and realized the videos were actually about cold cases relayed by mysterious codes. Still, the channel has a spooky reputation. Some say it's art, but others insist there's a dark, hidden message in the clips. The subtle audio reversals, eerie visuals, and overall disturbing vibes feel intentionally creepy. A few even think the creator had a genuinely sinister motive, though nothing's confirmed. Either way, it's the kind of content that sticks with you long after you close the tab. Silent smile. Here's a video from the Benjamin Bennett channel titled Sitting and Smiling number 327. In this 4-hour-long clip, the guy does exactly that. Sits perfectly still and smiles at the camera in a way that's seriously unsettling. He's so motionless that at times you could swear you're looking at a photo instead of a video. In an older clip, he didn't even flinch when an intruder opened the door, probably scared them off with just how creepy he looked. People have all kinds of theories. Some think it's a hypnotizing trick, plausible considering the insane number of views for doing nothing, while others swear he's performing a satanic ritual, with some even calling him the devil himself. Honestly, I couldn't last more than a few minutes. But what do you make of this channel? Daisy Horror. Take a look at this one and try to make sense of it. The video shows what looks like a hanging corpse taped to a doorway. Could be a costume, could be a real person. There's no way to tell. The title makes it even creepier. Daisy playing, except nobody's playing. Unless it's the devil himself. The reversed, distorted music just adds to the unsettling vibe. By the end, a man appears by the door, wearing what looks like a mask. Almost like a life-sized puppet. Nothing about the video makes sense, but somehow it leaves you completely rattled. Walrus Fever. This video is straight up a fever dream. If you've ever heard of Obey the Walrus, you already know how unsettling it is. The earliest upload goes back to 2008. It starts with Andros from Star Fox singing this warped version of Itsy Bitsy Spider, then explodes into trippy, hallucinogenic colors. After that, it cuts to footage of a very thin performer tap dancing and moving in this stiff, unnatural way, while the distorted song keeps looping. By the end, the person slowly walks toward the camera, and suddenly, you're hit with an image of a walrus. There's absolutely no explanation, just vibes you don't want at 3 a.m. Some people say it's terrifying, others just sad and confusing. The description once claimed it was made by a Latin American cult called La Morsa, the walrus in Spanish, and that bad things happen after you watch it. People even talked about subliminal messages. But the truth? The clips come from Johnny Bama's film The Goddess Bunny, edited to feel extra disturbing. Still, some viewers swear they had bad luck after watching. Coincidence? Or just internet fear magic? Ocean Cipher. For years, this group of videos had people completely losing their minds. The channel is called NOC+10, and every upload is titled in binary. The clips are super short, sometimes just a few seconds, sometimes 2 minutes, but they're packed with glitchy visuals, distorted music, and hidden codes. The first video dropped on March 7th, 2015. It opened with a grainy, animated intro of the channel name over warped symphonic sounds. Then the word START, followed by a strange string of letters. People thought it was a YouTube ID, but the link went nowhere. From the beginning, viewers were stuck, but dedicated fans kept digging. They discovered some of the codes were written in Caesar cipher, a simple substitution code. When they cracked them, everything pointed to the SS Sultana disaster, the deadliest maritime tragedy in US history. One video even hinted that the uploader's location was in the ocean, directly above the Mariana Trench. That's when things got wild. Finally, people came to the conclusion that the channel was run by a telepathic biocomputer made from the minds of people who passed away in the disaster, trapped underwater and calling for help. Sounds insane, but that's the internet for you. Found footage. There's an obscure clip from 2011 that still messes with people to this day. It's titled clip_094.mp4, and it's just as cryptic as the channel name, found on the tape. The video was a bunch of stitched together fragments. Grainy footage of people, maybe animation, maybe real life. But it's so glitchy you can't tell what you're even looking at. The channel has a few more clips like it, all just as broken and eerie, with no description, just distortion and silence. Some viewers claimed bad things happened to them after watching, saying the video was cursed. Others thought it went deeper than that. that it was an ARG hiding some larger story, waiting to be decoded. But no one ever cracked it. Just a handful of corrupted clips floating around YouTube like digital ghosts. To this day, the channel sits there as a reminder that sometimes the scariest stuff online isn't monsters or jump scares. It's the things that never explain themselves. Not reversed. This clip titled, "This video is not in reverse," somehow pulled in over 30 million views, which is wild when you think about it. It was uploaded back in 2015 and shows a guy sitting at a table doing everything backwards, but supposedly without reversing the footage. He pours juice back into the glass, rebuilds a sandwich from crumbs, and moves in this strange, rewind-looking way. Most of it is clearly clever, practical tricks, but people started pointing out things that didn't add up, like the clock in the background. It's literally spinning backwards, even though the title insists the video isn't reversed. That's what really messed with viewers. Some saw it as a fun illusion, others as a straight-up lie with good marketing. Either way, it hit that perfect sweet spot between impressive and confusing. Not scary exactly, just weirdly fascinating in a way you can't stop watching. Endless footage. Have you ever seen a video called 223 hours in one video pop up on your feed? Because when people first saw it, they just stared at the runtime in disbelief. 223 hours. That's over 9 days of continuous footage. Nobody's watching that. The video itself is chaos.
Get ready.
It starts with loud, jarring sounds and a random image of an F-25 key, then jumps through all kinds of confusing visuals that don't seem connected at all. The description claims it was recorded in Area 51, which only makes it more bizarre since nothing in the video actually looks like it belongs there. That's where the theories came in. Some people believe the insane length is intentional, that hidden frames, symbols, or messages are buried hours apart, so only the most dedicated viewers would ever find them. Others think it's just experimental digital art meant to overwhelm and confuse. Either way, the length alone turns it into a mystery. Nobody knows what's really inside, because almost nobody has the time to look. Hospital Channel. In August 2018, a YouTube channel called David G. Sardison quietly appeared, and something was instantly off about it. The channel had only about 1,000 subscribers, but somehow over 8,000 videos, all uploaded within 2 years. That's around 11 videos a day. When people started watching, they noticed every clip looked the same. A TV on the wall, a show playing, the camera filming from a bed. Nothing except that. Most of the time, the show was Wheel of Fortune. Then in 2019, everything changed. The room looked different, brighter, white walls, a curtain divider next to the TV. Viewers realized it wasn't a bedroom anymore. It was a hospital room. The camera started shaking, at first slightly, then constantly. You could hear faint beeping and clicking in the background. It sounded like life support. People began to understand they were watching someone's health decline in real time. On November 6th, 2019, David uploaded his final video. After that, silence. Later, an obituary confirmed it. Thousands of people had unknowingly watched a man fade away through Wheel of Fortune uploads. Allan tutorial. Back in 2011, a guy named Allan started a YouTube channel called Allan Tutorial, and right away, something felt off. His first video was called How to Leak on a Piece of Paper. He calmly showed how to do it, but never explained what was leaking. Water? Something else? Nobody knew. Still, it went viral, so Allan kept uploading. How to make mail into a square. How to make a windmill. Each tutorial got weirder, and he never showed his face. Then one video changed everything. Halfway through, there was loud banging off camera. Allan froze. His voice shook as he talked to whoever was at the door.
Who? Yeah?
Doing tutorial. I'll be done in a minute.
Viewers noticed the tag Dad and started worrying this was a real cry for help. After that, Allan uploaded a locked out of my room tutorial, and now he was filming outside, cold, tired, scavenging for food.
So you dangle the water. Oh, got it, perfect.
In his final 2014 video, he breaks through a wall and crawls out. Then the channel went silent. For years, nobody knew what they watched until 2021, when filmmaker Allan Resnick revealed it was all staged performance art. Still, that doesn't make it any less unsettling.
Very fun as a project for me to do. I didn't really tell anybody about it when I was doing it, and people just stumbled upon it. And the reaction from that was what was so exciting, and that fueled me making more.
Unfavorable semicircle. Back in 2015, YouTube had this channel called Unfavorable Semicircle, and calling it weird doesn't even cover it. The account dumped tens of thousands of videos onto the platform. Most of them were just static, strange tones, distorted shapes, or abstract flashes. There was never an explanation, and the titles were stuff like zodiac symbols, random numbers, and symbols that sounded like half a message from another world. People started digging, overlaying frames, running the audio through spectrograms, looking for patterns. Nothing solid ever came out of it. Some think it was just experimental digital art. Others swear it was a modern numbers station, sending coded messages through YouTube. And then there's the darker theory, that it was testing how much nonsense the algorithm would tolerate. Whatever it was, the channel vanished. But the mystery is still very much alive. Numerical channel. In 2023, a channel called X7Q5A96 suddenly appeared on YouTube, and it felt different. All its titles were numbers. The videos looked like kaleidoscopes of old film fragments, science documentaries, landscapes, and deep space footage, all layered with this hypnotic ambient music. What really freaked people out was that YouTube was sending notifications about these uploads to users who weren't even subscribed. The numerical codes in the titles and descriptions got decoded by a few viewers, and theories exploded. Some said they were coordinates, others said forbidden knowledge. A few even thought it hinted at a future event. Then you've got the comment section, and you begin to realize how big this is. People claimed they healed illnesses, that something unlocked in their brains. Over time, the comment section turned cult-like, calling themselves the Chosen Ones. One viewer even said her dyslexia disappeared after watching. Dreams changed. Minds shifted, or so they claimed.
But after watching and listening to some of these videos on the YouTube channel, something in my brain unlocked. After listening to these videos, I can start to do math in my head.
Maybe it's just art, maybe it's psychology, or maybe something about those videos really does get inside your head. If you've seen it, you already know what I mean. Future France. Clips from a TikTok channel called White Mask went viral after the user claimed he was trapped in France in the year 2055 with no way back. He filmed streets that should have been packed, completely empty. No people, no cars, just silence. What made it even stranger was that vending machines and payment terminals were still working, like the population vanished overnight. In one clip, he bought a soda and showed the date stamped on it, April 2055. The drink itself hasn't even been released yet in our time. He also filmed places like the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower, totally deserted. People felt editing something this massive would have taken extreme effort, making some believe it might actually be real. Sacks in woods. At first, it feels like a joke. A guy in a full Bigfoot suit, standing in the middle of nowhere, playing the saxophone like he's serenading the forest. but the longer you watch, the stranger it gets. There's no talking or context, just this tall, hairy figure drifting through parking lots, trails, and empty streets, blasting jazz into the void. People scroll past, laugh, then stop, because something about it sticks. Why Bigfoot? Why the sax? Why always alone? Some say it's performance art. Others think it's just internet absurdity with good vibes. Desert Cylinder. A YouTube channel simply called James started popping up in people's feeds, and what it showed turned into one of the strangest storylines the platform had seen in years. His first video, now deleted, showed him camping alone in the desert when a metal cylinder supposedly fell from the sky and crashed near his tent. James later re-uploaded it, saying YouTube removed the original. In the clip, he digs the object out by hand. It hums. He says touching it makes him nauseous.
Right here, you can hear it humming if I go close enough. Kind of makes me feel weird.
Over the next few days, he posts updates. Strange symbols on the surface. Only the ends are magnetic. The middle isn't. And at one point, it gets hot enough to burn him. Then his lights start flickering when the object is nearby. He talks about nightmares and headaches, like the thing is alive, but dying. Everything peaks during a live stream where he drills into it. A blue glow appears.
What is that?
Then only banging and weird mechanical sounds, and the stream cuts off. People panicked, speculating about abduction theories, toxic fumes, and alien tech, until James came back and admitted it was all staged. Still, it played everyone perfectly. Egg Nightmare. While we're on creepy internet stuff, here's something old school unsettling. In 1983, Kinder wanted to sell candy to kids, so they made a commercial using a character inspired by Humpty Dumpty, but they couldn't legally use him, so they invented their own version called the Eggman. And wow, they messed up.
Kinder, Gibbo Shaky. Me unscrabbly. Shaka Doobie!
He wasn't cute. He looked like a fleshy, human egg hybrid with tiny eyes and a mouth way too wide for his face. He spoke in this high, squeaky voice that felt wrong the second you heard it.
Toy! Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi-pumpable dice! Oh, grubbly! Me scrubble now!
The worst part was that he wasn't animated. He was a real puppet. Hand-built, blinking, chewing, moving like a person. Trapped in an egg body. The ad showed him sitting on a wall, shouting nonsense, unwrapping a Kinder Surprise, and babbling gibberish. It was meant to be silly. Instead, kids were terrified. Parents complained non-stop. Not long after, Kinder pulled the ad completely. To this day, it's remembered as one of the creepiest candy commercials ever made. Mariana Myth. The story of Mariana Mortegard Glazgore first popped up in 2008 when a short, unsettling video was uploaded by a random channel called ER Witsy. It showed a mustached man against a red, cloudy background, staring straight into the camera while this high-pitched drilling noise played non-stop. Right at the end, the camera zoomed into his face, and he flashed this eerie grin with raised eyebrows. Then, it vanished. A week later, an extended version appeared with a creepy post in the description. According to the myth, the original was 2 minutes long and got taken down after 153 viewers supposedly experienced tragic incidents. One YouTube staffer allegedly watched it and started screaming 45 seconds in. No one else dared look. They just heard the drilling sound before shutting the screen off. The story claims the staffer was left traumatized and sedated, unable to remember what he saw. The uploader was never traced. The man was never identified. And just like that, the legend stuck. Doll family. This is Christian Montenegro, a 30-year-old man from Colombia with a wife and kids. Except there's one huge detail. His wife and children are dolls. Not toys in a cute way either. Realistic, eerie-looking dolls. Christian became a micro-celebrity by documenting their family life on social media. According to him, he was always lonely growing up and had trouble connecting with people. From a young age, he dreamed about having a family to fill that empty space. He tried real relationships, but they never worked out. After a bad heartbreak, he says he fell in love with a literal doll named Natalia and decided to start a family with her. Now he posts their daily life on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. They go on dates, celebrate birthdays, and raise their doll kids together. Some people find it harmless. Others say the videos give off a heavy, unsettling energy. Normal routine with very unnatural vibes. Singing robot. If you've gone deep enough into creepy YouTube, you've probably seen I Feel Fantastic. In 2009, a channel called Creepy Blog uploaded one single video and never posted again. It shows a humanoid robot in a room, singing over and over in this cheerful but empty voice. As the video goes on, the android appears in different outfits and poses, repeating lyrics that only get stranger. The description under the video talked about the Greek myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor who made the perfect woman and had her brought to life by Aphrodite. The creator suggests maybe the robot was someone's version of beauty. Then, out of nowhere, the video cuts to a pile of leaves and branches in a backyard. No context. No explanation. After watching it, most people said they felt anything but fantastic. Theories exploded online. Eventually, the robot was traced to a college professor in Connecticut named John Bergeron, who built it as an art project. Still, knowing that doesn't make the video any less unsettling. Demonic possession. This strange footage went viral for the eeriest reason. Imagine coming across something like this in the dead of night. The clip showed a man recording himself making strange gestures and moving in an animalistic way. Viewers claimed they felt uneasy just watching it. Some even said they could sense a dark, negative energy through the screen. Not only that the TikTok user's whole page was filled with such videos, of him behaving in creepy and downright disturbing ways. There's no clear motive behind these clips, except if it is to literally freak people out. Many were convinced the man was possessed by a demon, while others speculated it might be a ritual or trance caught on camera by accident. Whatever it was, people agreed on one thing: it didn't feel human at all. Tunnel chase. The live started with a man's unsettling grin filling the frame. No intro, no explanation, just him silently filming two girls walking into a tunnel. They didn't even know he was there. Then the camera flipped. He was smiling wider now and started running after them. Every viewer could feel the panic through the screen. The chat flooded with warnings, confusion, and disbelief. Luckily, the girls escaped before he caught up. But whether it was a prank or something darker, the stream left people with one thought: this was anything but normal. Unholy dance. While some might have taken it as a joke, it was hard to ignore the unsettling nature of the clip. The man danced playfully, but his expression didn't match his movements at all. His eyes were wide, almost bulging, and there was a wild, unhinged look on his face. Many believed he was mentally unstable, but others claimed he was possessed by something dark, something evil. Creepy puppets. A strange video has been going around lately where a man showed off what he called his puppet. At first it seemed harmless, just another odd internet act, but something about it felt off. The doll's glassy eyes seemed to track the camera, and the way it moved didn't look mechanical at all. Every gesture was too fluid, too human. When he made it dance, the movements crossed a line. No longer playful, but disturbingly real. The chat blew up with confusion and fear, unsure if it was truly a puppet or something else entirely. Now that's not one video. The TikTok user by the name of Jarnoth has a ton of such videos of himself with creepy-looking dolls and puppets, which people believe are cursed themselves. And if you watch the videos long enough, they start to have a negative effect on you. Frozen smile. It started like any other stream. Just a girl chatting with her followers, laughing, reading comments. Then, without warning, the lights went out. The whole room went dark, except for the soft glow from her screen. She just sat there, face half lit, laughing.
Pois é, já caiu o horror, tu tá caindo todo.
But the laughing expression didn't fade. It stretched wider, almost wrong, and stayed frozen that way. It grew creepier. The silence dragged on, making it worse. Folks online didn't know if she was glitching, possessed, or playing some strange prank. Whatever it was, she never blinked or moved.
Pois é, já caiu o horror, tu tá caindo todo.
Chilling possession. A young woman recording herself suddenly began acting in a way that was anything but human. She smiled eerily, her eyes rolled back as if she were possessed by a demon. Her voice then shifted into something dark and unnatural, speaking of revenge, glaring at strangers passing by. And even growling at the camera in a deep, chilling tone. Friends later confirmed she had not been under the influence of drugs or alcohol that night, though they admitted she had been acting strange before leaving early. Hours later, she posted this disturbing video. Many believe the devil inside her was using her beauty to lure victims. So the next time you see a woman alone at night, think twice before approaching. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.